Kevin Nash on CM Punk's Triceps test. So this is something I think he actually said back in May or June or whenever it is. Someone sent me a video, is what I'm saying.
Like I saw something like Punk was on social media or something like that, and he was stating that he was added to the video game along with Terry Funk and a couple of the like Sandman and some other guys, ECW hardcore guys. My only thing is this. I tore my quad. Well, it happened. A lot of people just don't know about it probably because I came back quicker than a tricep tear. But so he's saying he's going to be back for SummerSlam. He tore that mother in January. I'm just saying, I tore my tricep, had it reconnected, and I didn't miss a pay-per-view. Thanks for the guaranteed money. Don't get paid and see how long you can lay around with your arm in a sling.
Do you agree with, I mean, firstly, what is his point? And secondly, do you agree with the point you think he's trying to make?
What point is he trying to make?
Well, yeah, I mean, really, it's just coming off as jealousy, really, that
times change. Well,
he seems pissed off that times change, though.
Well, there was a guy who made money because he was friends with, he made money in WWE, because Vince liked him. And then he got a chance to go to WCW because the Click went down there. So anybody that needs to be complaining about money doesn't need to be Kevin. I love Kevin. He's a funny son of a bitch. I traveled a lot with him. But hey, what about the guys that were not in his position, that when you didn't work, you didn't get paid? He kind of alluded to that because, he had a guaranteed contract that he got paid regardless. So if he was out 3 months and he's making, say, 40 grand a month or whatever he was making, or 50 grand, he doesn't leave his house and still gets $50,000 put in his bank account. It's not a bad deal if you can get it, even today. So
I hear with Kevin Nash and quite a few of the other WCW guys at the time that he, correct me if I'm wrong, people, that he was one of those people who wouldn't really show up to the house shows, would get that guaranteed money, and basically he didn't even wrestle that much on TV. He'd just stand there and talk or just interfere or whatever. So, I mean, as far as like earning their money, I mean, Kevin Nash is not one of the people who should be talking, because it's hardly like he put the biggest amount of effort into his matches. I mean, his nickname was Big Lazy, for Christ's sake.
Well, he made money, and I was there when he first started. He was 6'10", big guy. I think his size got him there more than anything else. But I don't think he ever drew any, big money. He drew some sellouts, but on the pay-per-views. But I guess Turner had so much money in those days. I guess Turner was an earlier rendition of Tony Khan. Except Turner, I think, had more business sense, because at least he had a TV that he could put this product on. And I don't know, I guess Tony just wants to sell it, but I don't know. Hey, make your money and go on. Don't be jealous of somebody else. Now I don't think he much likes Punk anyway, tell you the truth. And I think he's getting back, he's making a shot at Punk, which is okay with me. I have nothing to do with it.
So, I mean, you were in this era in the WWF. Well, I know you weren't working full time at the WWF in ring, and you did do some matches for the WWF more in '96, I think, when Bradshaw was there. But, I mean, are you bitter at people these days having downside guarantees and being able to take time off to heal?
No. I'm not bitter at all. I just wish it had been that way when I was there. So if people can make money, I'm happy for them. I really am. But I think the WWE was actually a you could have dealt with the mafia easier because I still have my first contract that I signed with WWE. It was totally illegal anyway. I didn't know that at the time. But if you're not making any money, you're not liable to go and hire a lawyer because a lawyer is going to cost you about 10 times more than you're making. So, but as far as having any kind of bad feelings toward the guys making money now, no, I'm not. But I do think that the guys of earlier years and the talent of earlier years set the stage for this business to reach the levels that it's reached now. Vince McMahon, he did not invent pro wrestling. He did see a need for it and a space for it, and he did create that space, but then he ran into troubles too. Now, these guys are making, some of them, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million a year and working less than what we used to make for just a pittance of that. It's like that word pittance. Mm-hmm. That's an old English word.
Do you think that happens in like other sports like baseball or basketball, you know, where like the big stars of the 70s and 60s, they work hard?
Baseball it does, because they don't pay those minor league ball players nothing. I think they pick up I may be wrong in this, but I heard they pick up like their apartment and maybe a car, I don't know. And they make like $500-600 a week playing minor league baseball.
Well, I'm talking about in the major leagues, like a major leaguer from the 70s compared to a major leaguer in 2024 will be making infinitesimally less, because I know you like the word.
Times change.
Yeah.
But the thing about baseball players, they got to produce. They got to have RBI. They got to have a batting average. They got a pitcher has to throw strikes. He has to win games. So if he has a bad season, guess what? He's on a chopping block, and they can trade him, and his money goes down. But see, in wrestling, you sign a 3-year deal, so even if you don't draw nothing, you're still going to make the money for 3 years and produce absolutely nothing. You can actually show up at a 10,000-seat arena and draw 1,000 people, and they're only there because they're addicts to wrestling. But it's a weird business, and I don't think back when I wrestled, I don't think we don't get our due, but we brought this business just as much as Vince McMahon did. We all had to.